to MBS League Preview 2021-2022. Al-Ettifaq's flying winger Mohamed Al-Wakebi aims to turn on the style again this season. Off the pitch, we click with the fast-moving world of social media in Around the League. And in Stats Attack, the numbers add up to a classical between Al Nassr and Al-Ittihad. We kick off the show with the SPL Individual Awards for the month of August. Player of the Month, Ahmed Hegazi, Al-Ittihad. The Egyptian star was more than just a defensive linchpin. He popped up at the other end, scoring 2 goals in 3 matches.
هنريكي عرضية عالية وحجازي.
Coach of the Month, Vukrazovic, Al-Feha. A new coach leading the newly promoted side to a winning start. His team topped the table on 7 points after the opening 3 match days. Goalkeeper of the month, Vladimir Stojkovic, Al-Feha. The Serbian was an instant hit between the posts, conceding just twice in 3 games and making a stunning penalty save.
شالها المتألق، شالها نمبر 1.
Breakthrough Player of the Month, Muteb Al-Harbi, Al-Shabab. The 21-year-old fullback started all 3 matches and got forward to produce 3 key passes and an assist. Congratulations to August's greats. Now let's take our first look at the action from Matchday 4.
Unbeaten at home since February, with new coach Cosmin Contra, Al-Ittihad were confident of securing a second successive victory at King Abdullah Sports City, while APA had lost their only away game so far.
Ittihad down the right-hand side, the cross in, Al-Zahbani gets it away on the chest. The short pass, the chance from distance, Coronado! What a strike from the Brazilian, his second in 2 games. Coronado floats it into the back of the box. Romarinho brings it down and fires it into the corner. It's a second for Al-Ittihad. A wonderfully weighted pass floated into the box, but Amro doesn't take his chance to clear it, and Romarinho buries it. Now Abba trying to find some space in the middle. It's worked out to Bagheer. He takes the shot! And you can't hit it any sweeter than that. They halve the deficit. A beautiful strike from distance. Ittihad 2, Abba 1. Coronado with the corner at the end of the first half. The header! And El Shamrani, he restores the 2-goal advantage. It's usually Hegazi up for those, but El Shamrani with his first goal in 2 years. Romarinho into Coronado. Past 2 defenders, returns the pass. Romarinho still beats the keeper, and the Brazilians bamboozle the ABBA defense. Coronado dancing through and feeding his countrymen, who made no mistake around the keeper. Now the cross in, the keeper unsure, headed into the middle, and then the shot, Al-Muwalid, and even the deflections are going in for Al-Ittihad. Number 5. And they still want more goals here, Al-Ittihad. Into Kamara, one-on-one with the keeper. A fine finish, number 6. On as a substitute, but just as lethal. And what a start for Contra. The biggest win in the season so far, and a 3rd straight victory for Al-Ittihad.
Goals, saves and tackles. In Stats Attack, the numbers always stack up. Magnificent Marsul Park in Riyadh provides the perfect setting for a real jewel of a match. Al Nassr take on Jeddah's Al Ittihad. In their 26 SPL meetings, Al Alami have won 11 times. But Al Amid are unbeaten in their last 5 encounters.
مشى إلى حمد الله بالكعب من حمد الله راح إنه العملاق.
Attack-minded Al Nassr, with their reinforced front line, have scored 7 goals in 2 home games so far. But Al Ittihad tend to travel well. Just 1 defeat in 15 away trips last season. And on their last visit to Marsul Park, the Tigers earned their stripes. A dramatic victory in the capital. The home team will be out for revenge.
دليل الاتحاد في الوصول لمرمى النصر.
That's it from Stats Attack. Now back to the highlights from Matchday 4.
Both Ettifaq and Al Riyadh were handily positioned in the top 6 with the hosts, unbeaten in their 2 home games, a point behind their visitors who had lost their only away trip of the campaign.
Ettifaq coming forward. Saru into the box, tries a shot, bounces up. Sululi with the shot blocked, comes back out again, and Quaison knocks it home. Ettifaq take the lead. Bakawi into the box, has a look up. Al Zien outside of the boot, and El Bakawi's in here and scores at the near post. What a wonderful ball played in behind the defence. El Bakawi still had a lot to do, but struck it so well. Pull forward, Al Zien wonderful turn. Usawi did well. Khatib, Souza. Al Zien takes the ball away from him. What a strike with the left foot! That ball was dipping and curling away from the goalkeeper. No chance for him. Quiche little chip into the centre of the park. Ball bouncing around. No one can get it under control. It's played over the top. Azaru away from goal. Turns smartly, plays it back in. Quiche stretches and the ball bounces home. It's a 3rd draw in a row for Al Ettifaq, and for Al Riyadh it's a valuable point on the road.
A flying winger who swoops, soars and scores. Mohamed Al-Quekibi has been an Al Ettifaq player since 2016-17, and at 26 is one of the team's most consistent performers.
بداية مع نادي الاتفاق يعني زي أي بداية. شلون أقول لك بداية يعني كانت صعبة شوي بداية إنك تجي من نادي لنادي ثاني تغير عليه الجو، بس الحمد لله يعني بعد الله الفضل بعد الله على كابتن جميع بقاسم دخلني مع المجموعة، دربني أول أيام العروبة وحاول إني يدخلني قدر المستطاع مع المجموعة، والحمد لله أنا استطعت إني أدخل مع المجموعة والحمد لله يعني توفقت يعني. شوف أول يعني فترة مع اتفاق ال6 سنوات هذه يمكن أفضل يعني بديت أحس إني بديت مستواي بدأ أحس إنه خلاص بديت الحمد لله يعني أخذ ثقة بزيادة آخر يعني بعد 2
Last season, he hit a rich vein of form, not only providing 6 assists from a total of 59 key passes, but scoring 8 goals.
والله شوف السنوات الأخيرة سبب التألق يمكن المجموعة كامل مع بعض، إن لنا 2 أو 3 سنوات، هذا اللي خلى المنظومة كاملة مع بعض أكيد إنك تتأقلم، اللعيبة صرنا نعرف بعض، اخوان اللاعبين ما قصروا معي، ساعدوني، والحمد لله يعني. وكابتن خالد يعني ما قصر، يعني ساعدني باشياء كثيره، طورني. هذا خلاني الحمد لله الموسم اللي فات انه فرق. وان شاء الله الموسم القادم يكون الموسم هذا اللي انا فيه ان شاء الله يكون افضل من الموسم اللي فات.
There has to be talent on which to build form. And Al-Quakebi's classy goals are evidence of his exceptional skill.
في كذا هدف له يعني كل وقته كان حلو، فهمتني؟ بس ان اشوف هدف ابهر.
وساري عمرو الان الكره، اوبا، ومن غيره الكواكبي.
Al-Ettifaq finished 5th last campaign under the only Saudi coach in the SPL, Khaled Al-Adwi. The Knight of Al-Dahna is now on a quest for an even greater prize.
ما وصل للمرحلة اللي تقدر تقول ان نقدر ننافس على الدوري، يعني نقدر نحقق دوري، بس ان شاء الله نعود من السنة هذه بنفرحهم ان شاء الله عكس الموسم الماضي ان شاء الله.
Al-Ettifaq have developed plenty of talented players who have then moved on to other clubs, but Al-Quakebi believes his best years are to come in Dammam.
سبب بقاء يعني بالنادي الاتفاق ان اول شيء العمر صغير، قدام ان شاء الله عمر طويل ان شاء الله يا رب، وما ابغى استعجل في الطلعه من بدري، وغير كذا عندي طموح ان مع نادي الاتفاق اني بحقق شيء يعني.
The team has strength in the middle of the park. This white man's job is to exploit space on the wing.
من بداية خلاص من جيت اتفاق هنا بديت طرف يمين، حسيت اني خلاص عرفت المكان ذا، هذا خليني يعني عرفت مكان طرف اليمين، زي اللي تقول بديت اطور عليه، بديت افهمه، خلاص اعرف كيف ادافع كيف اهاجم. هذا الشيء اللي خليني بالطرف اليمين.
Injury prevented him from taking part in Saudi Arabia's recent World Cup qualifiers, as well as the upcoming glamour clash with champions Al-Hilal and his toughest opponent.
يعني أشوف إن أفضل مدافع قابلته، أشوف إن ياسر الشعراني يعني أفضل مدافع عندي، يعني من جهتي نفسي اللي قابلته من الفرق كامل. من جتني إصابة زعلت إني ما رحت منتخب، يعني بدأت التصفيات ذي أي لاعب يتمنى إنه يكون موجود بالتصفيات، وأنا الحمد لله جاهز الحين، يعني يبغالي إن شاء الله أسبوعين كذا، أسبوع أكون جاهز 100%، وإن شاء الله أرجع المنتخب وأكمل معنا الاتفاق إن شاء الله.
And once back, there is plenty to achieve for the effervescent Al-Quakebi.
طموحي أنا إن شاء الله نكون أفضل لاعب في السعودية، يعني شيء مو صعب، بالعكس يعني بالاجتهاد ومع المجموعة كاملة زي ما تقول إني أحقق إن شاء الله الشيء اللي أنا أبغاه، أطمح فيه، بنشوف إن شاء الله.
Now for some quick fire highlights.
Al-Batin and Al-Fateh were equal on 4 points. The home side were coming off a morale-boosting draw at Al-Hilal, while their guests had lost their only away game. Al-Fateh started strongly. Ali Al-Zakan's neat ball set up the opener for Gustav Vikheim. The Norwegian, who's in his 3rd season at Al-Fateh, had never scored more than twice in a campaign, but with this second of the match, he looks set to beat that this term. His teammate Majid Kanaba only denied by the quick reactions of Martin Campana in the home goal. Al-Batin threatened, but Maxim Koval was sharply out to push away as Fabio Abreu raced into the area. In the final seconds, Koval also kept Youssef Al-Shammari at bay. After back-to-back wins, Al-Fateh moved up to 2nd, while Al-Batin were left just outside the drop zone. Damak had won their last home game before drawing at Al-Ali. Paolo Tramezzani's Al-Faisli were level on points with their hosts, but came into this one off the back of a defeat. And just 10 minutes in, Mansour Hamzi took advantage of a defensive mistake and was unceremoniously upended by visiting keeper Ahmed Al-Kassar. Emilio Zelaya stepped up. Al-Kassar blocked the spot kick, but the striker slotted home the rebound. Al-Faisali responded. A slick team move. Romain Amalfitano's fullback found Saleh Al-Koumaisi, but his effort crashed against the bar. Just after the break, Damak's Miho Saktash forced Al Kassar to make a reaction save. They were dominating the game again, and when Al Ammar set up El Arabi Sudani, the woodwork assisted the hosts. A 2-0 victory for Krešimir Rezic's men, who've now picked up 7 points from their last 3 matches. Al-Ta'aun, who had reappointed former coach Jose Gomes, had just a point to their name. Visiting Al-Ali had drawn all 3 of their matches so far. On 10 minutes, the post denied Ercan Alioski. A minute later, Al-Ta'aun retaliated. Leandro Kawamba's shot deflected off Luis Dankler to put the hosts 1-0 up. Due a defiant response, Paulinho's effort blocked by keeper Casio, who then acrobatically saved Haitham Asiri's header. At the other end, Mohamed Al-Awais was tested by Nuvanor de Souza, and soon after by Fahad Al-Rashidi. The equaliser came on 62 minutes. Alassane Ndau's delightful cushioned lob was helped over the line by in-Russian Paulinho. An entertaining draw, which left both teams still to get off the mark, but with plenty of positives to take away.
Later in the show, in Player versus Player, Carlos Strandberg and Mitchell Tevrede are on the move. But first, we click on the world of social media. Let's catch up with the news off the pitch in around the league. Now that stadiums have opened their gates again, clubs have set up fan zones to keep the supporters entertained ahead of kick-off. Al-Shabab, Al-Fihah and Al-Fateh, among others, are providing fun for all the family before the game gets going. A coin toss marks the start of matches, but this time, for 2 young Etifak fans, it set up a meeting with their heroes. Supporters and players joined forces to launch the new official club kit, and then a game of 5s. The new arrivals keep on coming. Cosmin Contra has been appointed as head coach at Al Ittihad, while striker Yusufu Nyakate's football journey has also brought him to Jeddah. Al-Ra'ed welcomed goalkeeper Yago Hederin. Al-Fateh announced the signing of Ivan Santini. And Al Nassr turned on the lights for Brazilian defensive midfielder Anselmo. Abderrazak Hamadallah showed he was a sharpshooter off the pitch when fans aimed questions at the Al Nassr superstar. He revealed the T-goal celebration honoured the first letter of his mother's name. That's all for now from around the league. An enchanting world beyond the final whistle. Now, back to the action from matchday 4.
Al-Shabab were in the unfamiliar position of second from bottom on just 1 point. Al-Hazem were a point ahead, which had all the makings of a lively affair.
Looking for the cross-field pass, but onto the chest, and Al-Shabab can break forward here. Paulinho with the ball, and he's split the defence. Igalo turns the defender, and Igalo leads the way for Al-Shabab. The 3rd minute of the first half gets away from the defender, and a cool finish. And the ball runs loose to the left side, and the replay shows Al-Azmi going down. And Paulinho, it's a red card on his debut. Neris on the ball and puts the short pass into the box, but he's missed it, and Igalo is there. The shot is Asa with the save. What a chance for Al-Shabab. Al-Hazam trying to find a way back into the match. Moha drops the shoulder and Junior with the challenge. Referee does not hesitate. It's a penalty. Strandberg from the spot. To the level of the match. Al-Karni, what a save, down to his right. A massive moment in the game. Al-Shabaab pushing forward on the counter at the end of the game. Igalo, with three defenders around him, slips it off. Al-Juwai now on the left-hand side with support inside him. Beats two as he stumbles, but the pass is there. And Igalo! He started the game and he has most certainly finished it with the second goal. His fourth of the season, and what an assist from Al-Juwai as he tucks it past the keeper. That's the first win of the season for Al-Shabaab.
Player versus player this week features two forwards on the move. Al-Hazam's Carlos Strandberg and Abha striker Mitchell Tevrede. The 25-year-old Swede Strandberg scored 16 goals from 30 shots on target for Abha last season. Suriname international Tevrede netted 13 times from 32 efforts on target, playing for Al-Fateh. The Swede, now back at his old club, Al-Hazam, is starting his third SPL campaign and has totaled 30 goals in 59 SPL matches.
كارلوس سترانبرغ يوصل والكرة
While in the colours of this week's opponents, Strandberg scored some truly memorable goals. He's been made captain at Al-Hazam and will hope to contribute a similarly sensational strike against his former teammates. Tevrede has quickly shown that Abha can count on him. He's proving to be the perfect replacement for Strandberg.
يوقع التفريدي على أول أهدافه.
The 30-year-old also in his third campaign in Saudi. 2 with Al-Fateh, and overall he has 27 SPL goals to his name. That's all from Player versus Player this week, but we continue with the league table and top scorers.
At the top, Al-Ittihad move ahead, though Al-Fayha and Al-Hilal have a game in hand. At the other end, Al-Hazem and Al-Ta'aun are 2 points off fourth bottom Abha. Odion Gallo has moved alongside Leandre Tawamba on 4 goals.
We open our Matchday 5 previews with Al-Baden against Al-Tai. Al-Baden on 4 points had won their first home game, defeating Abha 2-1, but were beaten by visiting Al-Fateh last time out. It's been a tough start for Al-Tai, a third away trip for the newly promoted side, who lost their previous 2 matches on the road. After back-to-back defeats, Al-Faisali will be hopeful for this one. They've won their last 5 home meetings with Al-Fateh. But the promoted club have impressed, picking up 4 points on their travels and in the lead before the international break. Al-Ta'aun are looking to get up and running, but Al-Raid were the last side they beat in the 2020-21 season. The Raider-based club are on their travels again, having lost at Al-Ittihad and drawing at Al-Ettifaq. Damak have gained just 1 point against their opponents in the last 2 seasons, but have found form this campaign. Visitors Al-Shabaab are searching for their first away points after 2 defeats, but they came out on top in this fixture last season. Al-Ahli have been draw specialists, 4 so far, but equally entertaining, scoring 5 and conceding 5. Al Fateh lost this fixture by a single goal last season. They've won just once in the last 3 visits, but come off the back of an away victory. Matchday 5 sees Al Badin at home to Al Ta'i. Informed Damak meet rejuvenated Al Shabab. Champions Al Hilal welcome Al Ittifaq, while leaders Al Ittihad face a big clash at Al Nasser. Next time we look ahead to a thrilling Riyadh derby between Al Shabab and Al Hilal. Join us then for the best of the exciting world of MBS. MBS League Preview 2021-2022.